All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Star Wars CCG Online Championship Series Live Playoff Draft. Just give me 1 second here while we get finished setting up. Some of you may have heard that Twitch was hacked a week or so ago, so they reset everyone's stream keys, so I had to get the updated key, which took an extra minute or two to get that information together. Also see other upcoming events, Outrider Cup, Jawa Cup, and now we've got a thing here for the Match Play Championship. Uh, January 22nd, I believe, is the date. Uh, Saturday. Yep, January 22nd will be the main event. So that weekend here in January. All the details will be going up in this forum shortly. Uh, Next couple of days, we'll get stuff put up in the store so you can sign up to re-register and all that fun stuff for that. Okay, so let's go to this. Let's go to the cumulative standings. Let's open this little spreadsheet up here. I know it's also in the other thread as well. Playoffs. Playoffs? Talking about playoffs? We're talking about playoffs. Okay, so let's see what we got. 2021 top 16 bracket. All right, looks like Joe's already laid the groundwork here. Here's all your players, and based on their order of finish, you can also go over here and look at their overall standings. So, looks like they had a tiebreaker. 60 and 12 were their records for first place. So that's basically 10 and 2 every month of the OCS. But slight differential there in win percentage gives Paul Myers the #1 draft pick. Can't update it live, you're driving. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and fill it in. But thanks for watching while and typing while driving. Um, but yeah, obviously, a number of these players here were they played throughout most of the season. They all have pretty strong records here. A couple people kind of took a month or two off. You can see they played less than the 72 games, I believe, was the maximum. So most of these guys here all played the 72. Joe only got 64. Charlie only got 49. Silver Glen only got 45 games in. B. Fred qualified pretty early and then just kind of gave up. Only played 40. And Tom jumped in at the end and only played the last 2 months and was able to qualify, going 21 and 3 in the last 2 months there. But so curious to see just exactly what everybody has up their sleeve in order for picks. But like I said, Paul Myers is on the clock. He's got the first pick here, and let me go see, because I believe he private messaged me and said he did not think he would be on. So I'll give him a second just in case he is on. If he wants to make the pick, announce it himself in the chat, or if he wants me to do it for him. No, I don't want to update iTunes. Okay. I do not see, let's see if I can look at participants. Nope, it will not let me see participants. Okay. Oh, he is in the chat. We are ready for your pick, Paul. With the first overall pick, Paul Myers will select. See if he deviates from what he sent me. That is the pick that he sent me. Paul will select Chris Werfs with his first pick. So this would be, I don't know if it'll let me, it's in view only mode. Yeah. So this first bracket right here, we'll write this down. #1, Myers. So Chris Werfs becomes the number 16. seed. He will slide into this spot right here on the bracket. For those of you unfamiliar with it, let me go ahead and recap real quick. So players in the order in which they finished get to select their opponent. Their opponent then replaces wherever they are in the ranking. They fill in that section of the bracket. So Paul was number 1. He picked Chris Werfs, who was number 9. Werfs will now become basically the number 16 and take over this spot here. The bracket is locked. Once these initial picks are made, that's the bracket that is set, and the players will play that out throughout the next 6 weeks or so here, wrapping up right around the end of Thanksgiving, or just after Thanksgiving, early December. Um, Players are allowed to change decks between matches. They're also are not required to submit deck lists prior to each round or anything like that, unless they want to agree to that themselves beforehand to lock in decks with their opponent. Um, okay. So, first pick is in Myers versus Werfs. Should definitely be an interesting matchup there. I don't know if I'm sure those guys have played a few times. We can take a look at the some of these matchups and look at the playoff rankings, how they've played against each other. But the second pick belongs to Mr. Bastian Winkelhaus, who messaged me earlier and said he wasn't sure that he would be able to be on. He gave me who his pick would be. And he was Paul did not pick his selection. He's like, unless Paul picks him, my first pick would be. So the number 2 seed, Bastian Winkelhaus, has chosen the number 12 seed, Joe Olson, as his opponent in the first round. When I asked Bastian why he would pick Joe, his response was, well, I'm going to have to play him anyway to win the event, right? So I might as well just get it out of the way. So that's definitely, obviously, you've got uh, the 2 players who have, I don't care, who have won the last 2 world championships. Bastian winning 18 and 19, Joe winning 20 and 21. Going to take each other on in the first round here of the OCS. Okay. Okay. Oh. So that'll move us on to our number 3 selection, which is Matthew Harrison Trainer, MHT over here. I have no internet access this weekend, so his pick were submitted electronically in advance. And with the number 3 overall selection, Matthew Harrison Trainer would like to play Brad Kipple, the number 6 overall seed. That should also be an interesting matchup. Again, I'm not sure how often some of these guys have played each other, so we'll take a look at some of that a little later on. And that is going to move us down to our number 4 seed, Dylan, who is in the chat. And we'll give Dylan a second here to sort of evaluate the board and see what's left. And he did make a comment earlier that somebody had chosen that he has to think again, because I guess he was going to pick Joe. Um, I'm thinking Dylan would like to pick the Joker King. Is that where we're going with? We're going with Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker from that movie. Is that what we're implying there, Timo? Okay. So as the number 4 seed there, we've got Dylan is going to pick his opponent, Joker King, so they become the 4-13 matchup here. I believe that is a rematch of a. People are talking about it being a rematch of a. Uh, is that the Gem PC finals this year? Okay. All right. Now we're up to our number 5 seed there, Justin Desai. Justin was talking earlier in the Slack chat. So hopefully Justin is in the live chat now because I did not get picks from him. I give him a minute here, and if I don't get a pick, I will direct message him. He would be down here in the number 5 spot. Whoever he chooses, they will play the winner of the Dylan versus Joker King matchup. Now, I don't have the ability to update the bracket, and Joe's driving right now. So we can't update the live bracket here. So let's see if we can find. Nope, Justin, it's on you if you're here. Justin's wondering who is left to choose from. I gave him the options, and he is going to pick Stubbly, Connor Britton, who I got to meet for the first time in person at the World Championships last weekend. Heck of a guy, terrible shuffler. Uh, I'm not going to stop kidding him about that. Every time Connor had to pick up a pile to search for something, he'd put it back down, and then he'd forget like where his hand was, and his hand would get all mixed in with his cards. Everybody's a little rusty, so okay. So Justin's got his pick. If you hit file, make a copy, you could edit it. Okay, I guess I could do that too. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. So we can fill these in, which I guess this is Myers. This is Werfs. This is Dylan. That's Joker. This is Desai. This is Stubbly. Yeah, I know, mixing screen names with personal names. It's just faster. Bastion. Joe. MHT. Kipple. So, Kipple was picked, Joker King was picked, so we're going to be up to Drew. We got Gavin, we got Charlie, and we got these guys down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so now we are let me see if I got picks from Drew. I don't think I did. You never know. No, Kipple sent me picks, but he already got picked, so I don't need those. Alt Shift 5 to strike through. He probably didn't think he would be able to make a pick, yeah. I sent you picks. Yeah, but you're on, so why would I need you to do that a while ago? He probably did. Yes, he sent me his draft order. Okay. No, wait, that's from 2020. Haha, here's his current one. I will be out of town. Okay. Yep. So, let's see who's next. Nope, that guy's already taken. Nope, that guy's already taken. So, Drew is going to pick Gavin. So, in the number 6 slot here, we've got Coffee. And he will take on Gavin, so therefore it doesn't matter that Gavin's next. Because Gavin just got picked. And now we just have these 4 guys down here at the bottom. We're going to be playing each other. Yep. I got it. Yep, just the 4 guys left down there at the bottom. And Charlie actually, surprisingly, will have a pick. Okay. Is Mr. Arlenson around? Oh, there we go. He just messaged me with his pick. He's going to take on B. Fred, isn't he? He's going to make the team play each other. No. All right, so this is basically going to set the bracket. So Charlie will make his selection, and whoever he picks, then the other 2 players that are left will face off against each other. So in the number 7 spot right here, we're going to have the Golden God. And he has chosen his opponent, Tom, the Gemp Warrior, which means that Silver Glen, as the higher seed, will be the number 8 seed there, and he will take on Brian Fred as the number 9 seed. This is Tom. Nope, whoops. This is Tom. That's Charlie. And then this is JB and B Fred. Okay, so there is the bracket. Certainly have some very interesting first round matchups and then some potential second round matchups here as well. Should be certainly some exciting games. You've got obviously, our featured matchup, of course, right here with the 4 world championships. But you also have, a lot of other top talent on both sides of the bracket. And most recent Hall of Famer edition, sure, of course. But let's take a look at how these players have fared off against each other. Actually, the first thing I want to do is this. Let's do this. Attachments. I can probably just do it and post it right in the text, can I? See if it'll let me just do that. I was going to do it as an attachment. Okay. Let's see if that works. There we go. So there is our bracket. We got that posted. Yes, I know I left out that part. Okay. Now let's drag this guy over here. And thanks to our resident statistician, playoff player stats, we can look and see how some of these guys fared off against each other. Head-to-head record between guys here. So our number 1 pick, Paul Myers, he wanted to play against Chris Werfs. They do not appear to have played. Okay, so that's a fresh slate. I'm sure both players will have a good idea, somewhat of an idea of what to expect from each other, but they did not play each other. Retwin, Silverglen, have they played each other? Nope, they haven't played each other either. Okay. Dylan and Joker King did not play in the OCS, so they avoided each other. Stubley and All Stars did not play against each other. Okay. A Rebel Spy and Zlorfik. Okay, so Bastion was 2-0 against Joe, right there. Okay, certainly could maybe might have been why he influenced his decision a little bit too there. Tom and Golden God, they did not play this season. MHT and B Kipple also did not play. And Coffee Pass and Gavin. So Gavin went 1-0 against Drew in the regular part of the OCS. So some pretty fresh matchups. Not a lot of guys who chose to play against each other, who played against each other in the regular season. Looking at the record, these are the guys who actually qualified and their win-losses against other qualifiers. Werfs did have the lowest record. He did appear on a few lists that people did submit, probably based on this 5-13 winning percentage. But we all know what he's capable of, so you can't ever count that man out of anything. And certainly should be some interesting matchups here. We will be doing a bracket prediction contest. That'll go up shortly. You'll have about a week. Games are scheduled to start on the 23rd, which is next Saturday. So here's all the details. Game matches will begin the 23rd. You'll have about 8 or 9 days. Basically, you get like a week, a little over a week, trying to span some weekend days in here to play your matchup against your opponent. When you have your time set for your matchup, please go ahead and let us know. Post it in this forum here. So that way we can try and do as much streaming as we can. I'll update this with all the details about that. Try and stream as many of these games. Make sure everybody has the same amount of coverage. Um, like I said, again, no deck lists and whatnot, but we're doing a fantasy contest. We'll have a bracket prediction up. I believe there's some cool foil slips as well as some of those Reflections 4 packs that our marketing advocate has said will be up for grabs for the people who finish in the top of the prediction contest. You're probably going to have to pick the winner in a limited field like this. Uh, this game right here is probably going to determine a number of things with this side of the bracket, um, and I'm sure a lot of people, whoever they, just I'm just going to guess that whoever they predict as the winner of this matchup, they will probably have going to the finals. But like again, I said, a lot of capable players in this field. All these guys had to do great things in the online format to qualify to begin with. Some of these guys are familiar faces. Most of them have been in the playoffs before, so they know what to expect. Certainly no stranger to match play either. So we can see all kinds of strange and unusual things coming out of these brackets and these matchups. So should be interesting. Should be exciting to watch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Thank all the participants for submitting their picks live, and wish everybody the best of luck. Again, games start next Saturday, the 23rd, run through Halloween. So you get about 8 or 9 days there. And then we'll start moving on to the top 8. Final 4 uh, wraps up just before Thanksgiving. We'll take a short little, you get a little bit longer here. We take a little bit of a shorter break, a little break there for the holiday in America. If it's the Euros who are left and they want to schedule their match against each other early, I'm okay with that too. Um, you know, and then we'll figure it out and get coverage for it. And hopefully we wrap up there the first week of December, so then we can flow right into the Outrider Cup and the Jawa Cup, which should be going on right around then as well. So that'll about do it. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in today. Looking forward to some great Star Wars CCG games, and don't forget to sign up for the Match Play Championship when we get that updated as well. That's your next live event that you want to be focusing on. But we've got all these other fun online events with the Jawa Cup for all those players who did not qualify for the Outrider Cup or the OCS playoffs to participate in. And then our live event will be the Match Play Championship in New Brunswick, New Jersey, January 22nd, 2022. So it's 1/22/22. Uh, Take care. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for my show, which will probably just be a little bit of a Worlds recap and some other interesting little tidbits. But take it easy, guys. Thanks for for joining. Have a great day.